Imagine waking up every morning with a crystal clear mind, effortlessly recalling names, dates, and cherished memories. Whether it's reminiscing about a family trip to the Lake District in the UK, a stroll through Central Park in New York, or a hike in Banff National Park in Canada. But for many of us over 60, foggy thinking, forgotten appointments, or struggling to focus on a good book get in the way, turning simple joys into frustrations. Hi, I'm your guide, and today we're embarking on a journey to reclaim your memory and sharpen your focus. We'll uncover simple science-backed secrets that have helped thousands of seniors like you boost cognitive vitality and live more confidently. Aging doesn't have to mean declining memory. Did you know that research shows the brain can grow new cells and connections even in our later years, thanks to neuroplasticity? This means you have the power to enhance your recall and concentration right now. But many overlook this, leading to unnecessary worries about forgetfulness spiraling into bigger issues. In this journey, think of it as a story. We'll set the scene with the common hurdles, build tension by exploring why they happen through real stories, hit the peak with practical physical and mental strategies, and resolve with motivation to make it last. The end. You'll have actionable steps to feel mentally sharper. But first, let's address the elephant in the room. Why does memory fade after 60? It's not inevitable. Factors like lifestyle play a huge role. What if I told you one small change, like daily walks, could increase the size of your brain's memory center by up to 2% in just months? That's the power we're unlocking. Stay with me as we dive into the stories of those who faced these challenges. Head on. As we age, memory and focus challenges become all too familiar. You might misplace keys more often, forget a friend's name mid-conversation, or lose your train of thought while reading the newspaper. These aren't just annoyances. They can lead to isolation, anxiety, and even safety concerns, like forgetting medications. Statistics paint a stark picture. About 1 in 5 adults over 65 experience mild cognitive impairment, where memory slips affect daily life but aren't full dementia. In the UK, US, and Canada, where populations are aging rapidly, this means millions are grappling with foggy focus, often exacerbated by factors like retirement boredom or long NHS wait times for checkups in Britain, Medicare gaps in the US, or harsh winters limiting activity in Canada. Let me share some relatable stories based on common experiences to show you're not alone. Take Joan from Manchester, UK. At 68, she loved crossword puzzles and chatting with neighbors. But after retiring, she noticed her mind wandering. Simple tasks like remembering shopping lists became battles, leading to frustration and withdrawal. From her book club, it spiraled. Poor focus meant less social time, which worsened her memory, as isolation can increase dementia risk by 50%. Joan's story echoes many in the UK, where Age UK reports rising concerns about cognitive decline amid healthcare strains. Across the Atlantic, meet Bob in Toronto, Canada. A former engineer at 72, Bob thrived on problem-solving, but post-retirement, he struggled to concentrate on hobbies like woodworking. Forgetting tools or steps led to accidents, and the isolation of Canadian winters amplified his brain fog, affecting sleep and immunity. Studies from the Canadian Institute for Health Information show 1 in 3 seniors face similar issues, with cold weather limiting outdoor activities that support brain health. Then there's Maria in Chicago, US. At 65, she juggled grandkids and volunteer work, but memory lapses, like forgetting appointments, made her feel unreliable. This tied into broader US trends, where AARP notes chronic stress from healthcare costs or family duties accelerates cognitive decline. Maria's forgetfulness led to depression, creating a vicious cycle. Mental health dips harm focus, and poor focus fuels more stress. These stories highlight how physical, mental, and social factors interconnect. Joan's arthritis limited exercise, reducing blood flow to the brain. Bob's isolation cut social stimulation vital for memory. Maria's stress spiked cortisol, which shrinks the hippocampus, the brain's memory hub. Across regions, challenges like limited access to specialists, long waits in the UK's NHS, rural gaps in the US, or provincial variances in Canada make it harder to address early. But here's the hope. These spirals can be broken. What if simple tweaks reversed them? Joan, Bob, and Maria did just that. But we'll get to how. First, a curiosity gap. Did you know nourishing your body can rebuild brain cells? Let's loop into the physical foundations for sharper memory and focus. Building on those stories, let's tackle the physical side. Because a healthy body fuels a sharp mind. Research confirms that lifestyle changes like diet and exercise can slow cognitive decline and even improve memory by 20–30% in seniors. Nutrition powers energy, exercise builds brain resilience, and prevention ties it all together. Each step builds on the last, with easy tips tailored for the UK, US, and Canada. Start with fuel. Your brain thrives on nutrient-rich foods. Adopt a Mediterranean or MIND diet, emphasizing fish, berries, nuts, leafy greens, and whole grains, which can reduce dementia risk by up to 53%. These foods fight inflammation and boost blood flow to the brain. For example, omega-3s in salmon enhance memory recall, while antioxidants in blueberries protect against oxidative stress. Limit sugars and processed foods as they impair focus. Studies show high sugar diets shrink brain volume. Try this quick recipe: a berry nut smoothie with spinach, yogurt, and a handful of walnuts. Perfect for breakfast. In the UK, source affordable berries from markets. In the US, use farmers markets or Medicare-covered nutrition programs. In Canada, opt for frozen fruits during winter via provincial health apps. But eating well loops into movement. Exercise is a memory superpower. Just 30 minutes daily of moderate activity, like brisk walking, can grow the hippocampus by 1–2%, improving spatial memory and focus. Aim for 150 minutes weekly, per CDC, US, NHS, UK, or Health Canada guidelines. Start gentle. Chair yoga for those with mobility issues, or walking in parks. Hyde Park for UK folks, Central Park for New Yorkers, or Stanley Park in Vancouver. One study found walking 6 to 9 miles weekly prevents brain shrinkage. For winter in Canada, try indoor mall walks or free online videos. Joan from our story began with 10-minute daily walks and noticed sharper recall within weeks. She could remember garden plant names effortlessly. Prevention seals the loop. Manage health basics to safeguard cognition. Control blood pressure and cholesterol, as heart health directly impacts brain function. High BP raises dementia risk by 40%. Get annual checkups. In the UK via NHS health checks, US through Medicare. Canada, provincial plans. Quit smoking and limit alcohol to 1 drink daily, as both harm brain cells. Recent trials suggest daily multivitamins may boost memory in over 60s, but consult your doctor. Sleep well, 7 to 9 hours nightly, as poor sleep erodes focus. Use apps like Sleep Cycle for tracking. Pause now and note one tip. Maybe add berries to your shopping list or schedule a walk. These physical steps aren't isolated. They loop into mental health. A fit body supports a resilient brain, reducing forgetfulness. Ever wonder how puzzles or chats sharpen focus? That's next. Let's transition to the mental and social loop flowing. From physical vitality, mental and social health form the next loop, your brain's workout and support system. Just as exercise builds muscles, mental stimulation strengthens neural paths, while social ties combat isolation's toll on cognition. Evidence shows engaging the mind can improve memory by 226%, in some cases through targeted training. We'll cover mental exercises, social connections, and stress management, each building on the last, with region-specific resources. Begin with mental workouts. Stay sharp by challenging your brain daily. Activities like puzzles, reading, or learning new skills boost cognitive reserve, delaying decline. Try crosswords or Sudoku. Studies show they enhance memory in seniors. Learn a hobby. Digital photography or quilting improved recall in one trial. Apps like Lumosity offer games, but evidence is mixed. Focus on real-world skills like a new language via Duolingo, which can delay memory issues. Higher education levels link to better old age function, so join online courses from platforms like Coursera. Bob from Toronto started chess online and saw focus soar. He could follow conversations without drifting. This loops into social connections. Isolation harms memory, but strong ties lower dementia risk by 50%. Join groups, AARP, US, senior clubs, Age UK, UK, befriending services, or Canadian community centres for virtual chats via Zoom. Host coffee meetups or phone a friend daily. Research links daily interactions to better same-day cognition. In rural US or Canada, use apps like Meetup. In the UK, NHS-linked walking groups combine social and physical benefits. Maria from Chicago joined a book club and recalled plots vividly, reducing her stress. Stress management completes the loop. Chronic stress shrinks the brain, but mindfulness cuts it by 40%. Practice 5-minute breathing. Inhale for 4, hold 4, exhale 4. Apps like Calm, free on NHS Digital in UK, or Headspace guide meditation, thickening brain areas for memory. Laughter helps too. Watch comedies to boost recall. Pause and try a breath now. Feel your focus sharpen. These elements interconnect. Mental challenges keep you engaged socially, reducing stress. But how do habits stick amid barriers? That's our next peek. Advanced tips to overcome challenges and stay motivated. We've built the foundation, but real life throws curveballs, like winter blues in Canada, rural access issues in the US, or busy family duties in the UK. Overcoming these is the climax. Advanced strategies to make improvements last, with motivation from triumphs. First, tackle barriers, weather woes. Indoor alternatives like Tai Chi videos on YouTube. Boost memory without leaving home. Effective for Canadian winters. Healthcare access limited? Use telehealth via NHS apps, UK. Medicare covered online consults, US. Or provincial portals, Canada, for cognitive screenings. Time short? Integrate tips. Walk while calling friends for dual physical social benefits. 4 motivation dips. Track progress with apps like MyFitnessPal for diet or Habitica for habits. Seeing wins reinforces neural paths. Advanced tweaks. Combine strategies for bigger gains. Multi-strategy training yields 31% better results. Try mnemonics, acronyms for lists, or visualization for names. Organization aids. Calendars reduce mental load, freeing focus. For deeper focus, limit multitasking. Studies show it impairs memory in older adults. Tag a friend now who'd love this. Try a mindfulness app, Motivation comes from stories. Joan from Manchester overcame arthritis with chair yoga and puzzles, regaining garden memories, and joining a UK senior group. Her focus improved 40%. Bob in Toronto battled isolation via online chess clubs, sharpening, engineering-like thinking during winters. Maria in Chicago managed stress with breathing and social walks, remembering grandkids' stories effortlessly. They're thriving, adding vibrant years. This connects to your legacy. Sharp memory lets you share wisdom with family, longer. What's the final lock-in? A reflective question. If they transformed, why not you? Let's wrap with how to start. We've journeyed from foggy frustrations to empowered clarity, identifying memory hurdles through stories, fueling with physical loops like diet and walks, sharpening via mental and social strategies, and conquering barriers with motivation. Key takeaways. Exercise grows your brain, nutrition protects it, stimulation strengthens it, and connections sustain it. All science-backed to boost memory and focus after 60. Start small. One daily walk, a berry snack, a puzzle, or a friend. Call. Research shows these add up, potentially enhancing cognition like in major studies. If Joan, Bob, and Maria reclaim their mental edge, so can you, turning aging into an adventure of discovery. Share this video with a loved one in the UK, US, or Canada who needs a memory boost. Let's spread sharpness. Subscribe for more science-based tips on senior vitality, and comment your biggest takeaway below. What's one step you'll take today? Stay sharp, stay connected. Your best years await.